get my microphone. I always forget it. That is the big old rush. You're here on JJ's PC Builds. I wanted to try something new. I just threw in a little bit of something in the beginning for y'all just to see if that'll get y'all's attention. Because PCs is a rush right here. You know it. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And also, too, if you've already subscribed, thank you for joining the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds and my veteran subscribers. As always, much love to you. For all that you do, you know, it's always a pleasure to have you here, you know, supporting the channel. That's always a good thing. So, all right, tonight, I'm going to say tonight because it is night because I got home late. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and ruffle up Intel. Let's see what Intel's got cooking on the 14th, 15th. Well, if we can get past the 13th gen to go to 14th gen on Intel, we'll see. But they got everything right now the way it looks because the packaging's all screwed up. They got everybody going twisted backwards. You know, about the 14th gen, you know, they can't even sell enough of the 13th gen. You know, I hear a lot of rumors about everything. You know, and it's every day, and make sure y'all got your drink and your snacks with you, of course. But it's just getting ludicrous on the things that have been going on in this country. Oh my God, see, even things are falling over on me. But, you know, what the ludicrous thing is that everything is just so upside down that, you know, everybody's fighting around to figure out, you know, why they can't afford parts and everything else to build a PC. And, you know, it's just been upside down and all around. And I'm happy that some of my subscribers already got their fill and they got all their PCs together and they got them ready to go. And if you don't, make sure you do it right away because something doesn't tell me something bad's coming up over the horizon. The way I see that in, you know, AMD, what they're doing with their cutbacks, and, you know, they're saying they're not, you know, rumors that are going to go around that are, you know how rumors are. It's like when you're in high school. As somebody starts a rumor, everybody's got to be in it. Everybody's got to be in it. And that's the biggest rush of them all. So, you know, it's coming down to the point of, you know, what it's looking like over the horizon. With the new AI technology, I'm not knocking AI technology. I'm not. It's a new thing that's coming out, but everybody's jumping onto the bandwagon when it comes to, you know, people that can't get their hands on some of the the high-powered AI learning machine tools that they can get from Nvidia and AMD and all that. Nvidia's got one chip that, you know, you got to spend $70,000 to get the chip to do AI learning and everything else. So everybody jumped on the bandwagon and grabbed up. I'm going to say grabbed up, and I'm going to say grabbed up again. Grabbed up everything they can. So it looks like that, you know, there's going to be a chip shortage on that end to get that going as well, because I guess they were unprepared for the chip, you know, using the chip so much that everybody's just spreading their wings out wanting to get their hands on that new processor for the GPUs, you know. So now this is what it's going to, this is going to be a little bit of a talk too. I'm not going to do any show and tell right now, but this is going to be a little bit of a talk too to let you know where things are standing. And the way things are going to be standing is this. is once they run out of those specialty $70,000 processors for AI learning, then they're going to go after your GPUs. Yeah, the GPUs, the ones that are sitting on the shelves that they just come out and they're collecting dust. Looks like that if they can't sell them for $1,000, they might as well make 70 grand off of those, from what I'm hearing. And that's the kind of caveat you really don't want right now. So basically, take your $600 GPU and go sell it to them for 70 grand. That's basically how Nvidia is making their money right now. They're taking everything but the kitchen sink and throwing it at the business world, saying, we'll make them as fast as we can. If we cannot, then you guys got to go out there and buy my GPUs. So the chip shortage that was supposed to be done and over with looks like it might roll back and bite us again. For the GPUs, probably the CPUs, it's because everybody's putting their hands in one basket called TSMC. Everybody wants to get their processing units from TSMC, other than going to Samsung or, Hynix or somebody else to get them, get their hands on it. Obviously, that TSMC's been doing so much of the building that everybody puts all their eggs in one basket and they just don't look behind them. And when it comes time to when you want to buy a GPU, you're going to say, the shelf is empty. I can't get the one I want. That's the reason why I got the one I want right here. Right here, the 4070. I know it's not the exact one I want, If the 4090 was a little bit better, maybe I'd get the 4090, but the 4090 is just burning up in its fields. So, even the 4080 ain't no better, so I really don't want the 4070 Ti. Shocked OS shocked. I got one GPU that's going to last me quite a while. Now, when the shortage comes up, do understand something. That it's going to hurt a lot of reviewers because the reviewers rely on that newfangled hardware. This is what we put out for our news to inform the consumers of the next best thing coming up. But if you got somebody like AMD canceling, guess what? You're not going to be able to hear about the next big thing. How about the next intermediate thing? Like mid to low tier graphics cards. Seems like that's what's going to be going on if this boom keeps taking off like it is, and they can't keep up with the chips, and there's a shortage. Guess what? Gamers, you got your graphics card? I hope you do. If you don't, you better get it now. If you want new, used, that's another bag. So you take a chance there. But I'm just saying, listen, I'm going to say this to you all so you understand. Okay. When it comes to your CPUs, your GPUs, your RAM and all that, your motherboards and all that, they all require chips. They all require chips. Now, if they can't keep up with the chips, motherboards get delayed, RAM gets delayed, CPU processors get delayed. The only thing that don't really probably get delayed, probably won't, would be your power supply and your fans. And you'd be lucky if they get delayed too. And your cases, the PC cases. But when it comes to your memory, it comes to your CPU, and it comes to your GPU and your motherboard, and maybe even your storage. If everybody buys it all up and it's all gone and they can't produce it fast enough, you're going to be waiting off a long time. Especially with all these companies putting all their eggs into one basket. You know, this is just a fair warning to all my subscribers. Fair warning. If you've been saving up, you've been saving hardcore for something you want for your PC, before the prices start climbing through the roof, get them while it's good. I don't think it's going to get any better than it is right now. I'll be honest with you, I have not seen the prices get any lower for the last week or two. So if you're going to look to get into something, you best to do it right away. Because, you know, I can't tell you to buy whatever you want. That's your money. Okay? I can't tell you what to buy, but I can tell you when the product runs out, they're going to have a hard time getting that product back in. And then you're going to start seeing Amazon starting to go up dry, Newegg starting to go up dry, just like when they had the GPU shortage. You know, you started seeing all these little cards, these little starter cards, but you didn't see much of the big high end, is because they didn't have it. Now, they're sitting on a stock load of the big high end, but nobody's buying the big high end. So they're still sitting on a stock. You got Micro Center sitting on a stock. You got, you know, Amazon sitting on some stock. You got Newegg sitting on some stock. You know, get it while it's stocked. Once the prices start going up, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, is it gonna stop right there? No, it's not gonna stop right there. Prices probably won't go down. Who knows? I'm not gonna predict anything because I am not a palm reader. I cannot tell you when the prices are gonna go down. I can tell you what I hear. That's about the best I can do for you, is tell you what I'm hearing on the grapevine. And what I'm hearing on the grapevine is the prices are down to their all lowest. But if you can find it lower than what I can find it, then I suggest you go that route. If not, and there's something you really want and you can't get it, you better get it now. That's all I can say. You know, when they start running out of stuff and you can't get parts anymore, that's it. You can't get parts anymore. I even realized this too. I'm putting all my money and saving up on the side so that way I could get a couple more parts so I can finish a couple more builds before the prices start going up. Once the price starts going up, all the buying is going to slow down to a stop, to where people are not going to buy, you know, overpriced stuff that you're paying. You know, they're getting it for pennies and you're paying dollars. So I understand, and I'm not here to tell you that, you know, now is not the time to buy. I'm here to tell you, buy if you need it. If you don't need it and you got a good system, and stick with what you got. As far as the gaming and everybody going into this crap shoot about the VRAM, I swear to God, I wish people would stop doing that. I really do. I'm not worried about the VRAM. I could be happy with 4 gigabytes of VRAM. Okay? I've been running 4 gigabytes, 2 gigabytes of VRAM for many of years. Many of years. Well, everybody's running 8 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes and 24 gigabytes, and they're only using 1 gigabyte. So, some of these newer games, you can calm them down a little bit and still get a great gameplay. You don't need it balls to the wall. And I'm going to tell you that. You don't need it balls to the wall just to play a game. That part to where you got to have it running just like so high your system's going to explode, those days are done and gone. I mean, listen to me very carefully. Enjoy your game. Set your graphics card to where you can play your game smoothly. Not to where you got to turn it all the way up and make your game run like crap. Make it run smooth. Use what you got. Use what you can afford. And just roll with it. I've done that for many of years. You really think the graphics really are that great since back then? Kind of a little bit, but not much. Okay, I've been doing this 35 years. I've seen many of different graphics. I know all the kids that are like between 13 and 22, 23, maybe 50. They all like the graphics being nice and smooth. They don't like them jittery. They don't like it sticky. We understand that. But when you force yourself, and I know this is going to sound like a lecture, but it is. When you force your monitor to be like that, then that's your fault. That's not your monitor's fault. That's your fault because you pushed it to that route. Don't push it that hard. Look, just like with the processor I have here, I have the Ryzen 7 5700X. You think I'm pushing it hard? No. Do you think I'm pushing my graphics card hard? No. I'm not pushing them hard at all. They're basically barely running as I play games as it is. I mean, barely. I mean, I might be using maybe 1.4 gigabytes of VRAM. And maybe I'm only using about maybe 9 gigs of system RAM. And that's pretty much it. And I got 64 gigs of system RAM. I got 12 gigs of VRAM. And believe it or not, I have enough. You think my graphics look bad on 1080p? No. Do you think I'm using DLSS 3? No. 2? No. You think I'm using FrameGen? No. You think I'm using ray tracing? No. I'm using the raw power of the graphics card. That's what I wanted to see. And I'm getting great results. Great results. I'm not getting crappy results. I'm on 1080p. Until I go up to 1440p, I'm on 1080p. Okay, simple as that, and let's just get it straight. I got 2 1080p monitors. Each monitor costs $100 a piece. Boom, done. $200. The price of 1/10 of a 1440p monitor. Or the price of 1/10 of a 4K monitor. Simple as that. So, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I mean, I can see my games correctly. Look. See my monitor? See my monitor? You see anything wrong with my monitors? Come on. Let's get it straight. I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with my monitors. I mean, I see just fine with my monitors. I mean, am I looking for balls to the wall textures? No. As long as the textures look good and they don't look distorted and they're not flickery, I'm fine with that. What more do you need? You don't need to kill your system. Unless you want to take and buy another system, that's up to you. Look, I'm not going to give you a lecture. I'm just telling you that, when it comes to, graphics cards and everything else, you can pretty much use anything from RX 570 all the way up through, AMD, and anything from a 1660 Super and up, you could use for Nvidia. Okay? Depending on what kind of games you want to play. You might got to go a little bit higher for some of the newer games, but that's pretty much it. You don't need it that high. Some of your games are even running with the 970s. I mean, really? I mean, it's just get the point. Some people don't. Some people think that you got to have it like going nuts and crazy, just to get a good time out of your monitor. What do you expect to come out of your monitor? What do you expect? You going to expect the game to jump out of your monitor? It's not gonna. Play it till your heart explodes. On the screen you got boom, 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 boom. Get it going. Simple. Look, I'm not lecturing y'all. I'm just saying what's going to be coming is not going to be good. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. But what I'm hearing through the grapevine is that, chip shortage is coming. So do get ready for it. And if you haven't prepared for it, now is the time. And if you're all set with your system, then roll with it. Let it last you for many of years. I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to beat the crap out of my system just so everybody on, YouTube can see me beat the crap out of my system. I mean, really? I mean, that's like a waste of silicon to do that. I'd rather be playing games with it. And I know you would too, so don't say you wouldn't. But anyway, this is not a long lecture. This is just a talking heads video with y'all, just to let you all know what's going to be coming up. And also, too, I know I started off with Intel 13th, 14th, and 15th gen, but right now, until I see some product hit the shelves, I'm not really got much to talk about Intel. Until I can see this product hit the shelves, I really don't have that much to say. But if I hear anything else, I'm sure I'll let y'all know. But for right now, all I'm hearing is rumors. I don't see, Intel making any steps to put this on the shelf. I see 13th gen on the shelf. I don't see anything else. I don't see 14 gen on the shelf, or 15, or 16, or 5,000, generations. But I haven't seen nothing but 13 on the shelf. And then, unless you're going to get a 13900, or a 12700 or 900, somewhere in between there. One of those two. I'll make sure I check with y'all. The 12th gen, you got 12th and 13th gen. There's some good 12th gens and there's some great 13th gens. So make sure y'all keep your ears up on that. But anyway, I am going to dive up out of here. This is just a good Talking Heads video for y'all. Just to let you know what's coming up and what's going to be going on. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And welcome once again, all new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Belts and my veteran subscribers. As always, much Love to you, and thank you for all that you do, watching videos and everything else, supporting the channel. So until the next time. Oh, and another thing, when I say the next time, I do put at the end sometimes that little Microsoft clip. Do show them some love. You know, go to their homepage. They're not sponsoring us, but, you know, we put it out there for them for the simple fact they did us a positive the time that I went down to Micro Center. Not Microsoft, Micro Center. And when I took that trip down to Micro Center, I was very pleased on how things went. So make sure y'all put a shout out to them and show them some love on their page as well. They do have a Micro Center page, so make sure you show them some love there as well. But until the next time in the next video, this is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next one.